So for the energy update of this new moon, I'm not going to speak about the actual the house that the moon is in, but I'm only just going to be sharing and then I will share why, particularly why this time around I'm not doing the house itself. On Tuesday, when we were in our class, in our Step into Your Divine Feminine session, there was a question that was asked, but then how do we know what energy is the moon carrying and so forth? And then I just explained at the level that I also started in, where when you are looking at the seasons, looking at the moon using the seasons versus the actual house that it is in, because that's the two different things. When I'm talking about the season, I'm talking about a full moon. It's similar to summer. When we are talking about the one that we are in, which is new moon, we are talking about the winter season. And then when we are talking about the waxing moon, it's similar to the spring, and then the waning, it's similar to autumn. So this one, that's where I've been. That's where I also started. That's where I've been doing it from. And then obviously as time went in, I also started looking at the house that the energy it is in, which is what now I'm not going to do in this particular video. Reason being, I have been bothered for some time that the information that we are using, it is information based on the northern hemisphere, because for an example, at the northern hemisphere, according to them, their season, because they are in their winter, we are in the Capricorn season, and the Capricorn season is attached or aligned to winter, whereas on our side, the Capricorn season is in June, you see. So then I've been having this, worry at the back of my mind. Okay, should we really be following exactly what it is that they are saying, or should we be following ours? But now the question was, because for an example with me, I've been using certain apps also to just track the different houses that the moon is in, that like daily, on a daily basis. And then that's when it also dawned on me that, we could be doing this the wrong way, because what is happening in the south and what is happening in the north are two completely opposite things. Now I've got another app where I also track the constellations, and see the sky at night, where I look into that. So just yesterday when I was asking in the other group that I was part of, and then that's when I realized, according to the constellations, it says on our side, the moon is in Sagittarius, and then that then brought me to what I had shared in class, that because the question was, the lady was asking, for an example with her, she's always loved doing stargazing. Is it because she's got to learn certain things about these stars and all of that? Then my answer to that was, when the time is right, you will be made aware as to the next level, because it's not everyone who can start at any level. So when you are gazing, you can just start with just gazing, but as time goes on, you will be able to track, okay, this is Venus, this is Jupiter, this is Saturn in the stars, as in the evening, because that is also what our people were able to do. And what is interesting, it is the Sotho people that are able to that were able to track the skies, and came up with the different names and so forth. So then that's what I said to this lady. Just continue with you stargazing, and then if you are ready for the next level, then you will be notified accordingly. And to my surprise, that again, which is also what I love with my work, or the work that I do, I always know this, whatever it is that I'm doing with the people, it's a two-way stream. Certain things I just have to remember to redo them, or I'm elevating in the same thing but going deeper into it, or I also need to fix the very thing that the person that I'm talking to, or it's in the same energy, or obviously it could be that it's people that I've already, it's a stage that I've already passed, then I have to impart that knowledge or the how to on the next person. So on yesterday, as I was sitting thinking about during the day, I was sitting about and thinking about this moon energy that we're in. Then this question came again in my mind, what time, but what energy are we in exactly here? Are we also seeing the same thing from the south and the west and whatsoever? So I went into this particular app, and when I went to Stellaralia, the name in that app, that's where I saw the constellations are actually, in as much as it is the new moon, but it is the new moon in Sagittarius, and when we are talking about Sagittarius, we are talking about the deep healing energy, because that's what Sagittarius carries. The energy of Sagittarius, it carries a lot of deep energy for healing deeper and our unconscious things that we are unconscious about, and things that we need to come into alignment with, and so forth. So that is the energy of Sagittarius. Whereas on the other app, it says we are in the new moon in Capricorn, which is what is happening with everyone, and saying it's a new moon in Capricorn. Then when I asked this other group that I'm part of, that we are doing this healing with, then the others were also confirmed it's in Sagittarius. But then the assignment, which is where I believe this is what the new beginning of this new moon is for me, is that I am now tasked to go and observe the skies and look versus these constellations, the constellations of the different platforms that I'm using, to see what is this one going to be saying, what are the stars going to be saying, for the meaning that I now I'm elevating to that level where I've got now to learn how to read the stars and how to read the skies without me depending on the apps or depending on what I know. So it's the time, and I was thinking, it is the new moon, and it is the new moon in the 111 energy, which is all about introspection, which is all about going within. So yeah, that's what I will share with you. That's what the energy is carrying. And share with me, what apps have you been using? I will also share the ones that I'm using on my under this video. Just share, and then let's start comparing. Let's start teaching each other. If you have been the one that has been already doing that, where you are stargazing and you can already see the constellations, share that particular post, that particular information, because honestly, these are the things that we are able to do and read. And whenever we read these type of things, they will tell us what season that we are in, what is coming in this particular year, and so forth and so forth. So yeah, I'm very, very much into. I'm looking forward to this one. And please do engage, share what is it that you know. I will share in the comments the apps that I'm using, and then I will start also tracking both of them and learning the different ways and different techniques as to how to start teaching yourself how to read the actual stars outside with your own naked eyes. So it's going to be a very interesting journey. The next 14 days is going to be very interesting for me. I wonder what is it has in store for you.